Today on Health Trust TV, our first guest, Raul Lozano, talks about Verde's efforts to build local gardens, and Cindy McCown from Second Harvest Food Bank expands on the benefits of using CalFresh. Elena demonstrates how to pack food to go, followed by our chef of the day, Jay from Morocco's restaurant, who prepares very nutritious and inexpensive dishes. Dr. Varner talks to us about superfoods, and later Ryan Hughes teaches us some basic workout routines without the need of equipment. All this and more on Health Trust TV.
Hi, and welcome to Health Trust TV. I'm Paloma, Cano, and today we'll be discussing how to stay healthy on a budget. My co-host Adam Morrella will join Cindy McCown of Second Harvest Food Bank to learn more about how to sign up for the SNAP program. But first, I'd like to welcome the Executive Director of Verde, Raul Lozano.
Nice to be here.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about Verde.
So Verde was incorporated about 2.5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, about 2.5 years ago. I started the program before that, a couple of years before that. The economy had just crashed. You know, the housing issues had just, or the housing had, how it affected the economy had just crashed. A lot of people were having a really difficult time feeding themselves, in particular low-income families. Mm-hmm. So I had gone through the Master Gardener program. I've been gardening for like 10 or 15 years. And I live in a depressed Latino neighborhood, and so I thought, you know, why don't I teach my neighbors how to grow their own food, which reduces costs and then really kind of makes affordable, fresh, organic vegetables available to them and for their children, which is really important to me. So I designed a program to actually work with 100 families. And so when I designed the program, I really didn't know a lot about the urban agricultural environment and stuff. I just came up with this idea, and I made an appointment with Fred Ferreira at the Health Trust, and basically gave him an overview of this vision I had, and he just thought it was a good idea and was the first funder of the program.
Wow, that's great.
And once we were able to raise the rest of the money, we worked with 100 families in the beginning. So fast forward 2 years later, I wrote up a business plan because I recognized a lot of possible revenue generation models that we could employ to keep the organization self-sufficient and not rely too much on outside funding. Hopefully that's the plan. And so we wrote up a business plan, and again, the Health Trust funded that part of the writing of the business plan, and then decided to kind of go out on our own, and we started Verde. So we incorporated, we're a 501c3 now, and we tweaked the program a little bit because we learned we keep trying to employ best practices in what we're doing in the program. So now we work with cohorts of 30 families, classroom size. And that way we are able to provide more support for these families that are in the program and shepherd them through the whole 12-month program to learn how to grow organic vegetable gardens.
So you work with low-income families.
That's right.
So how do these low-income families sign up for Verde?
So what we do is we develop relationships with nonprofits or schools or churches that are actually in that neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And we work with them to get the word out about what we're doing and to identify low-income families. So once a family is identified, as long as they have enough space in their in their house to plant a garden, and they're low income, they're in. So they don't have to own the home. They don't. It doesn't have to be. It could be an apartment as long as they have the space. And so once the family is identified, we actually enroll them at that time. So we ask a lot of questions about who they are, what kind of vegetables they like to eat, what kind of experience do they have in terms of gardening. We also ask them, you know, we determine where the garden will be, you know, according to how much sun they get at their home. A good garden, to produce a good harvest, you need at least 6 hours of sun. Okay. So that's something that's really important. And once all that information is taken down, then they're enrolled. And what happens after that, they start attending classes once a month. So the families will attend a class, let's say on composting, on beneficial insects, on soil enrichment. And we do all this stuff in English and in Spanish.
Oh, that's great.
So the families come, they learn, and then they plant their spring garden in April. And we provide the raised bed, the soil, the drip irrigation system.
So you
the
provide
seedlings,
everything.
Everything. And the families are required to come to the classes. If they don't come to the classes, they don't receive their materials. So all of 60 families that are enrolled in the program right now will all plant the same day.
Wow.
Because we go visit them once a month after they plant and answer any questions they might have about issues in their garden. And if all of them are planted the same seedlings, and at the same time they're all kind of growing, we can really kind of provide better support that way.
Great. And so if you're not of low-income family, you can purchase, I understand, you can purchase a garden, a backyard garden from Valle Verde?
Absolutely. That's one of our revenue generation models, is that we, on our website, if you go to our website and if you, let's say if you're an engineer at one of the Silicon Valley companies and you really want a backyard garden but you don't have enough time to actually build one and install it yourself, you can go to our website and actually buy one from us. And there's different price points. So we have a wine barrel garden, which is a really small one, would be good for an apartment or something like that, for $85, and we deliver it and we give you the soil for the wine barrel. And then there's a 4x4 raised bed, which is a smaller one for maybe like a duplex or an apartment or home, and those cost $300. And then we have the 4x8 raised beds. And we use untreated lumber, redwood, so they'll last about 10 years.
Oh.
We use organic soil.
Great.
We put
and you provide all that stuff?
All that. And we put a drip system in there to manage water to make it efficient. And what happens is that you go on our website, it has a link to our PayPal account, you pay online. I go make a home visit, do an assessment at your home, say, well, we think the garden will go best here. It'll get the best sun. We send a crew, they go and install it. And what's good about it is that I hire family members in our program that are unemployed. So they get a day's wages and we pay a living wage. And all the profits from that installation go to help more families.
Great. Thank you so much, Raul, for joining us today.
Absolutely.
If you want to purchase a garden from Valle Verde, be sure to visit www.valleverde.org. Now let's send it over to Adam at Second Harvest Food Bank.
Thanks, Paloma. I'm here at Second Harvest Food Bank of Santa Clara, and joining us today is Vice President of Programs and Services, Cindy McCown. Hello, Cindy, and thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, Second Harvest Food Bank is a very popular organization here in the Valley, and it's well known for its food drives. But you also offer an invaluable program called SNAP. So, for those of us that don't know about it, can you tell us about SNAP?
Well, the SNAP program is actually known as CalFresh in California. Not only does the food bank do food drives, but we actually are serving about 250,000 people a year. Wow. And that's on actually a monthly basis as well. So huge amount of people that we're serving, not only with the CalFresh program, but other food services.
Okay, so who's eligible for SNAP?
People who are very low income. So to give you an example, a household of 3, their income needs to be below gross income about $2,100 a month.
Okay.
And then they also have to meet other criteria.
Okay. Now, if I wanted to apply for the program, how do I go about doing that?
You could apply with some of the food bank staff. We have a team of outreach workers who actually go out into community centers, libraries, variety of places where people could actually go. They could also call the food bank's 1-800 number. So they could call 1-800-984-3663. That is a multilingual hotline where they not only can let them know where their application clinics for the CalFresh program, they could also pre-screen a person. Okay. If that person's not eligible for CalFresh, they could also let them know about other food services that are offered by the food bank.
Okay, so if they do apply and they set up an appointment, what type of documents do they need to bring?
What they need to bring is a documentation that shows their income. So it could be a paycheck stub if they're on disability, a disability statement. They also have to show proof of housing, so that they're a resident, and then also identification. It could be a government-issued identification card, a driver's license, but something like that.
Okay, so once applied, how long does it take to start receiving SNAP benefits?
Well, once a person gets all their documentation in, and that's key, then about 30 days.
Okay. Now, once I've applied and I've got the SNAP benefits, where can I use these benefits at?
This is the beauty of this program. You can use the CalFresh benefits at grocery stores. You can use them at farmers markets, literally thousands of places. If you are a disabled individual or elderly person, there are authorized actually restaurants that you could go to as well.
That's great. That's great. Now, I also understand that you guys deliver fresh produce once a month to underserved communities free of charge. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the food bank has a variety of distribution points where fresh fruits and vegetables are distributed, and people can call, again, that 1-800 number, 1-800-984-3663, and find out locations throughout the valley.
Okay.
We basically serve from Gilroy South up to South San Francisco. The produce distributions are typically between Monday and Saturday, and some are in the morning, some are in the afternoon, some are in the early evening. So a variety of different days and times throughout the week.
That's great. So where does this food actually come from?
The food comes from packers, growers, farmers. We work with the California Association of Food Banks, and they not only work within California but neighboring states. And what we try to do is really garner a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. We also have local people who have fruit trees.
Oh, wow.
And they pick them and bring them down to one of our 3 locations where they
great.
drop it off as well. So huge variety of produce in a lot of different places it's coming from.
That's great. So the mobile staff that's operating the program, are these volunteers or are these employees?
Combination. We are very, very efficient, and so what we try to do is really maximize the use of volunteers. So actually at the, let's say, produce distribution sites, those are primarily volunteers.
Oh, wow.
And we then partner with community partners who might be staff or they might be paid volunteers as well. What we try to do is co-locate. So not only could you go to a produce distribution site, but you also could maybe go to a site that's having our CalFresh outreach workers. So you could actually not only get food, but also get the CalFresh benefits. And the reason why those benefits are so important, that same family of 3, the maximum benefit for them could be up to $497 a month.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it's huge.
Wow. So if I wanted to find out where these mobile sites are located, how would I go about doing that?
You'd call the food banks,
Call the
1-800 number, 984-3663, and they would be able to let you know what day and time, not only for the produce distributions, the CalFresh, but also other food distribution sites.
Awesome. So now if I wanted to volunteer to be part of the program, how do I find out how to do that?
You could actually go to the food bank's website and you could be able to access that, and we would be able to, then you could see if that's a volunteer opportunity that might meet your schedule and your desires.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. That was some great information. We want to thank you for joining us on the Health Trust TV. Everyone, be sure to stay tuned because coming up next we have a savory cooking segment, but first let's throw it to Elena with one of her healthy choice segments.
Hi, I'm Elena from the Health Trust, and today I'm going to talk about eating a healthy lunch on a budget. Going out to lunch can be expensive. For example, if you went to Subway 5 days a week and got a sandwich, drink, and chips, you could expect to pay about $30. Here are some tips to eat healthy for a little bit cheaper. My first tip is buy in bulk. Buying in bulk is usually cheaper and helps to ensure that you'll have enough to last you for the week. Whole wheat pasta, bread, and oats are easy to stack up on and can provide a healthy base for a lunch meal. For example, whole wheat tortillas. They're low in fat, high in fiber, and you can throw in your favorite healthy items. My second tip is to buy in season. Throwing some fresh veggies like tomatoes or lettuce into our tortillas can help to add some flavor and fiber to help keep you full. Buying these veggies in season ensures that they're cheaper and probably taste better since they're picked at the height of freshness. A third tip is to add in some cheap, lean protein to help keep you full. Some proteins that would complement the veggies in our tortillas are hummus, eggs, canned tuna, chicken breast, or ground turkey. finally, make sure to throw in some sides, also bought in bulk and in season, to help balance the meal. Some good side options are yogurt, nuts, and fruit. If we took our example of a whole wheat tortilla with vegetables, hummus, nuts, fruit, and yogurt, it would be about $17. That's $13 in savings. Now, while we've talked about packing an individual lunch here, it doesn't have to be a solo thing. Try doing a healthy lunch potluck. Everyone can bring a healthy dish to share, or you can do a theme, like having everyone bring one ingredient to a salad. Remember, I'm Elena from the Health Trust, giving you the tools to make a healthy choice.
Stay tuned because Chef Jay from Morocco's restaurant prepares a nutritious and inexpensive dish. And later, Ryan Hughes teaches us basic routines without the need of equipment. All this and more on Health Trust TV.
Hi, I'm Poncho Guevara. We all know that there are enormous health benefits to eating healthy. Most of us think that eating healthy is expensive, but the truth is that eating healthy doesn't have to cost more. There are the 3 P reminders from the United States Department of Agriculture to help you stay within your food budget. The first P is for plan. Make a grocery list by planning meals and snacks for the week according to your established budget. P for purchase. Find and compare unit prices that get the best deal. Buy fresh fruits and vegetables that are in season. They're usually cheaper. Stick to the items on your planned grocery list. The third P is prepare. Pre-cook on days when you have time. Try a few meatless meals by substituting beans and peas. Incorporate leftovers into subsequent meals. To learn more about healthy eating opportunities near you, please visit www.healthtrust.org.
Invest in our community's voice and become a friend of Create TV. Just pledge an ongoing monthly donation to Create TV San Jose and we will do the rest. Your support allows Create TV to provide thousands of San Jose students with digital media skills, help hundreds of San Jose nonprofits tell their stories and build capacity, and air thousands of community videos. To donate, visit createtvsj.org or call 408-295-8815.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Health Trust TV, and today for our cooking segment, we're here at Cucina Bambini with Chef Jay from Morocco's restaurant in downtown Mountain View. Jay, thank you for joining us today.
Hi Adam, good to be here.
What are we going to be making up here today?
All right, so today we're featuring our #1 selling menu item at Morocco's 6 years in a row. It's our top selling signature lentil salad. This is probably one of the healthiest and most economical things you can serve your family.
Perfect.
Piece of cake. Okay,
Perfect.
you guys
That's
ready?
what we like. That's what
we're
we're
gonna
ready.
do
We're
this.
ready.
So we have our chilled green lentils. These have already been blanched in water, so they are basically cooked lentils. Okay. And you can use any kind of lentils. I find the green lentils to be best because they hold down the cooking process better.
Okay.
We add some freshly cut cilantro. Fresh ingredient, healthy ingredient.
Yes, very important.
People always ask how much should I put in. I say, hey, it's a healthy ingredient. It cannot hurt you, so
Much
you
as
can
you want, right?
very
To your own
liberally.
preference. Okay.
Finely diced red onions, also up to taste, brings in a nice little crunch to offset the earthiness of the cilantro.
Okay.
Touch of salt here. So salt, try to be conservative with salt just to stay healthy. You can always add more salt.
Yeah.
It's much harder to take
Sure,
it out.
sure.
So put a little bit, then you can always add some. A small amount of pepper, and the key ingredient here, which is one of the center of Moroccan cuisine, cumin.
Cumin.
Originally from India, traveled all the way down the road of spices to Morocco. This is our secret ingredient, which combined with extra virgin olive oil,
Yep.
also very liberally, super healthy, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar create a beautiful top-selling chilled green lentil salad. And
Wow.
there it goes for you, sir.
That looks amazing. And the best part about it, it's inexpensive, right? Healthy and inexpensive
Inexpensive,
to make, right?
healthy.
Wow, Jay, that looks amazing. Now, other than those lentils, is there anything else you can use in place of those lentils, or a different type of lentils, beans, or?
Absolutely, Adam. We could use any type of beans, really, and mostly any non-green type of salad.
I see.
You could turn this into a rice salad. You could turn this into a bean salad.
Okay.
And even a root vegetable salad. Like you can use the same thing we use in the beet and potato salad.
Yeah.
With same exact preparation.
Perfect. That's amazing. I think, can we give it a try?
Absolutely. Let me
Let's
serve
do
you
that.
up a little bit tasting over here.
We're always anxious to try our food.
Our top selling item over here. I think you'll love it.
Perfect.
Here you
Let's
go.
give it a go. Of course, it's amazing as we expected. We want to thank Chef Jay for coming in today from Morocco's and Mountain View. Go in, check out this awesome dish he offers. We are now going to be sending it off to our fitness expert, Ryan. But before we hit to Ryan, we're going to go meet Dr. Varner for a very important health message she has for all of us at home.
Hi there, and welcome. I'm Dr. Jane Varner from the Palo Alto Medical Foundation, here with the doctor's message. We've all heard the expression, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, it turns out that there are quite a few foods out there that will keep the doctor away. These foods are affordable, even on a tight budget. You can find most of them at your local grocery store or farmer's market. Blueberries seem to be at the top of everyone's list these days because they are loaded with antioxidants. Free radicals form in the body through a process called oxidation. These free radicals attack healthy cells and are major contributors to aging, cancers, heart disease, and even decline in brain function. Antioxidants help prevent free radical formation. Whenever possible, eat your blueberries raw or frozen. Cooked blueberries lose much of their antioxidant content. Sweet potatoes, pumpkin, cantaloupe, and carrots are rich in beta-carotene. Beta-carotene gives these foods their characteristic orange color and is also an important antioxidant. Legumes such as lentils, black beans, kidney beans, and chickpeas are high in protein and fiber and very low in fat. You can buy them in a bag and cook them yourself, which is the cheaper option, or you can buy them canned and simply heat them up. Soybeans are particularly healthy because they are very rich in calcium. I recommend steamed soybeans, also known as edamame, as a healthy snack. Dark green leafy veggies such as kale, broccoli, spinach, collard greens, and Swiss chard are rich in fiber, iron, and vitamins A, C, E, and K. You can cook them or serve them raw in salads. Salmon and other fatty cold water fish, such as sardines, herring, and mackerel, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. We use omega-3 fatty acids for important functions, like building brain cell membranes and controlling blood clotting. But we don't make them on our own. We have to get them from foods. Omega-3 fatty acids may help prevent heart disease, stroke, certain cancers, and even Alzheimer's disease. Nuts such as walnuts, almonds, pecans, hazelnuts, and macadamia nuts are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids. In addition, they contain compounds that can improve the health of your blood vessels, even further lowering your risk of heart disease. Because nuts are high in calories, though, eat them in moderation. A small handful of raw nuts or a couple of tablespoons of a nut butter each day. Again, I'm Dr. Jane Varner with the doctor's message.
Coming up next is Ryan Hughes, our fitness expert, with the great no equipment exercises, but first, a tip from one of our community members.
Hi, my name is Claudio Franca. I'm 5th degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The U.S. Department of the Health and Human Services states that adults should do at least 150 minutes each week of aerobic exercise. Luckily, in your Valle, going out to exercise, it's easy and inexpensive. From trails, parks to community centers, access to recreation space is at your disposal. So let's take advantage and go outside and play. To learn more, visit healthtrust.org.
Hi, my name is Ryan Hughes, and today we're going to walk you through a great circuit workout. This workout's really great because you can actually do it in the privacy of your own home with no equipment needed. So just you, yourself, you can do it in front of a TV while you're hanging out with your friends, maybe watching football. It's great for any time of the day, and let's get to it. So our first exercise is actually going to be a push-up. So we're going to go ahead and get down on the ground here. Okay, so our hands are going to be about shoulder width apart. When you get up onto our toes and chin up, we're going to go ahead right down. Get a good stretch and back up. Full extension on the push-up and down and up. Now, if you're having trouble with these, you can always drop to your knees and do kind of an assisted push-up here. So same thing, just on your knees, and we're going to go down and up, just like that. Down and up. We'll start off now with a squat. So directly after your push-ups, you're gonna have your feet about shoulder width apart, just like you would your hands on the push-up. And we're gonna come down to about parallel. You want 90 degrees here, and back up. Down, you wanna make sure that you're sitting back. Your knees are behind your toes, and back up, just like that. And down, back up. That's the second exercise. So we'll start off with an upper body movement with the push-ups, and then we start down now with the lower body movement here with the squats. Our third exercise, we're gonna move into a lunge. So for the lunge, you want a nice wide stance here. Same thing with a squat, you want your knees behind your toes. You're gonna come down, get a good 90 degrees here, and back up. Just like that, down. Same thing, you want your knees behind your toes and back up. Same thing with the lunges, 15 to 20 reps. Our last movement is actually gonna be a cardio movement. So we're gonna get back down here, just like we did with the push-ups. Down on one knee, you're gonna start, hands shoulder width apart. And we're gonna have basically your feet, one foot is gonna come up, just like this, and the back foot is gonna go back. Just like that, just like you're gonna sprint. And we're gonna do these as fast as we can. Just like that. So that is the fourth piece of this circuit here. That's gonna be at 30-second intervals. So those are your four movements. You're gonna start again with the push-ups, 15 to 20 reps. The squats, 15 to 20 reps. Your lunges, 15 to 20 reps, and finish with your 30 seconds of mountain climbers. That's all we have here for today. My name is Ryan Hughes with Health Trust TV, reminding you to stay healthy.
Well, that's our show for today. Remember, everything you've learned and more can be found on our website at www.healthtrust.org. Visit the site and join us next time as we bring Silicon Valley the latest in health. Thanks for watching Health Trust TV.